Hi, I'm Mariah, and this is my practice round for the Player's Ability Test here at Lone Tree Golf Club in Chandler, Arizona.
In this video, you will see every shot as well as hear my commentary during my practice round on the front nine at Lone Tree Golf Club. Lone Tree Golf Club houses several of the Southwest Section PGA events, including being a common spot for the Player's Ability Test. This course has also held some of the PGA Tour qualifiers, nationwide tour qualifiers, so this course knows what they're doing when it comes to running a tournament. As you can tell, this 18-hole course has a lot of rocks and bunkers that you'll want to avoid, so smart course management is a must when playing Lone Tree. But my favorite part of this course is the beautiful sunsets and the views of the Santan mountain range.
I'm taking the PAT and hoping to qualify to be a part of the PGA PGM program. We're on hole 1 now. The sun is setting, so I'm hoping I get 9 holes in. I am playing from the forward tees because that's the closest yardage to what I'll be playing at next week during the PAT. Okay, I'm happy with that one. So it is cart path only here. They just did overseeding a few weeks ago. So I'm unfortunately going to have to walk out to my ball over here, but I will go ahead and get the yardage here from the cart. And it looks like about 100-yard shot in. Not too bad. So it's gonna be a soft approach wedge here. Again, not warmed up, ball below the feet. So it's gonna be already wanting to go to the right. So I'm just gonna aim to the left side of the screen here. Oh, that might be too much. I aimed straight for that corner and that's exactly where it went. I'm above the hole here, which is not ideal. I definitely want to play it safe here and get the ball to the hole with a nice lag bump and run shot. Okay, I grabbed my pitching wedge, but honestly, I think because it's so downhill, probably should have grabbed a 60-degree instead, but we're gonna try out this shot here. So I'm gonna play it straight. The ball is down in the grass, so make sure I just stay down on it, confidently hit this out. Pretty much like a putting stroke, but my weight's on my front foot. My stance is slightly open. It's gonna hit the pin. Ooh. That is not what we wanted. Just a little too much force. Like I said, a 60 would have been great. This one I'm gonna putt, it's uphill, pretty straight. That one just was too much, and it broke just a hair to the left. So on the way up, I know it's gonna break more to the right and give it enough force to get up this hill. Oh, all right, saved par. I hopefully don't have those pressure putts during the PAT next week. For those who don't know, to pass the PAT, there's a target score you have to have. Typically, this is about 5 over the par, and then you also play 36 holes in one day. So it's about 118 to the pin. I have a 9-iron, I'm gonna open it up. There is not much room for this ball to roll out on the green, so we want to make sure I get it under it and get some loft on it, which is what I'm working on. So let's see if my practice has paid off. I'm also gonna aim more left because I am opening up the club and it might tend to go right here. All right, that's really nice if that's the right yardage. Oh, okay, it rolled out a little more than I wanted, but it was right on point, and this is the club I'll be using next week if that pin placement's in the same spot. So I'm out here practicing alone today. Sometimes playing golf alone is really relaxing. I'm also the last tee time of the day, so I can film and not worry about being rushed, which is also really nice. So my divot or pitch mark landed here, which means the yardage was pretty accurate. I just hit it a little too hard. And it definitely rolls. Well, it's fairly straight. It is on a hill down, so I'm slightly putting up. It's gonna break slightly to the right. Going, or just going, oh, okay. So it's clearly rolling fast. I noticed that with the bump and run on the last hole. I rolled completely out, and I should have looked at it from this angle, because from this angle, it's very much downhill. So lesson at home, always look at the line from the other side of the hole. Oh, shoot. Okay, that is unfortunate. Definitely don't want to make bogey during the PAT, but I show it to you honestly. So I'm gonna redo this putt just to get the feel for this green. Because again, ultimately this is a practice round. Yeah, much better speed. All right, see, and this is why we have practice rounds. On to hole 3. Just to catch everyone up, I played my first PAT at McCormick Ranch here in Arizona, and I scored a 92 on the first 18. I was so nervous I could barely hold the club. And then my second 18 of the day shot a 77, so I was at the target score. I was able to say I passed on one of the 18, which means I have till the end of the year to take the PAT again, all 36 holes, but then pass at least one of the 18s. So if I can pass just one of the 18s next Wednesday when I play at Lone Tree, then I will technically have passed the PAT as a whole. However, if I wait until after this year, so if I wait until January, December 31st, I have to start over and they won't count that 18 that I passed the first time I took it. So really hoping that this year I pass at least one of the 18s, and that's why we're out here today practicing. It's fun playing the forward tees. Kind of grateful for that for next week. We are on to hole 3 now. It is a par 4. I'm 1 over because of that horrible 3 putt. So I need a birdie somewhere. I want to try to stay around par. This might be the hole for it. Again, another straightforward par 4. There is a bunker in the middle. I don't think I'll reach it, but I will aim left just to be on the safe side. Yep. That's exactly where I wanted it to go. Probably hard to see with the sun, but it's just left side of the fairway. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not prepared for today at all. I came with my rangefinder dead. I already lost the scorecard, and the mic for my other camera is also not with me. So for those who don't know, if you don't have a rangefinder with you, you can use sprinkler heads, if I can find one, to tell you how far away you are from the pin. So typically, here's a sprinkler head. Typically, they tell you on the sprinkler heads how far away you are from the middle of the green, or to the middle of the green. And then you can just count out your steps to figure out the distance between you and the middle of the green. Now, of course, we have apps and we have our, GPS watches and all of that, which I'm filming with my phone. So it's been a little tricky to use the Golf Deck app and also film at the same time. But we're making it work, and we're out here today, and that's what we're grateful for. So we're gonna finish 9 holes in an hour and a half max. And thanks for being along for the ride. I know it's hard to see because they're heading into the sun here, but looks like we're about 80 yards out. I have my 60 degree, and I'm actually going to go full swing on it or pretty much full swing to get up on that second tier of the green. I'm gonna have it spin, which I feel like I can spin it a little better when I'm able to put a lot more power behind it. Okay, that was a little more open, but it sat down up there, so it's on the top tier, which is what I wanted, and it's by the pin we're putting, so that's what we want. As I'm walking up to this putt, I'm going to look at it from the other side of the hole, because as we know, we have to see which way it breaks from the other side. This is downhill once again, and looks pretty straight. Ooh. And that really didn't break. Okay, so just gonna putt this in, make par, get out of here. No more 3 putts today, but I am figuring out these greens. They are rolling really fast. Sweet. Okay, on to hole 4.
Here's a quick look at what the Golf Tech app looks like and how you can take notes on the app. So after each hole, I put in the score, and then it asks me a few follow-up questions to help me keep stats on my round. It also walks me through each of the holes and then uses my GPS location in order to give me yardage to the middle of the green. There are additional settings that I can turn on and off, such as the wind gauge, satellite map, or coach comments to help me choose the correct club in my bag. Ultimately, I love using this app, and many of the features are free for you to use as well. So make sure to check it out if you haven't yet.
Here on hole 4, and I really don't want to jinx myself, but so far this course is really straightforward, and playing from the forward tees is like a game changer. I typically drive the ball about 250, And this hole looks like I'm gonna be up by the green if I hit it well. Again, don't wanna jinx myself though. So just straightforward, middle of the fairway is what we're going for. Par 4, super simple. Yeah, that was off the toe, but that will work. We're chipping. As you can see, the fairway is definitely slanting towards the right. If I would have known that, I would have aimed to the left side of the fairway more. And so this is why we practice. I'm going to be hitting left side of the fairway next time, and I'll put more sauce on it so that way it hits this hill and it just rolls down onto the green, hopefully. But right now I have to go to my ball at the bottom of this hill. I have a 60 degree because there's not much space on the green. I want to get it high, put some spin on it, let it sit down next to the pin. Another downhill putt. Get it started to the left, let it roll down the hill. Okay, be good. Keep going, keep going. All right, not the easiest par, but a par nonetheless. So I'll take that, move on to hole 6. 3 more to go. Okay, some cart confessions halfway through the round. So drives are great, and I'm really struggling with the greens right now. Just they're rolling really fast, and I'm not used to that. So I'll be practicing those, especially at home, because they're actually kind of rolling similar to what my putting green in the backyard is rolling, which is nice. So I'll practice those. We are on to a par 5 now, hole number 5, and I'm playing from the white tee. So on this par 5, if it is a little further back, that's where I'll find myself in trouble. I'm gonna tee it up from back here just to play it just in case, and we'll see on the PAT day if I'm 4 tees or 1 back. I'm gonna aim left side of the fairway here, just in case it trails off to the right. I'll be safe still. Yep, that's what I wanted. Okay, I've been really happy with my drives recently, and I think that's gonna come to work in my favor during this PAT next week at Lone Tree, because it's pretty straightforward if you keep them straight. Not sure how far away we are. I didn't check that app, but far enough to use my 5 wood. Oh, I turned it over a little too much, so it's playable. It's just left side of the green. So I'll be chipping, but not bad. So we're about 60 yards out here. I have my 56 degree, and I'm gonna hit it on the green and let it roll out. This is the first time I'm letting it roll out. They're doing that anyways because they're so fast. So I'm just going, well, that's not what I wanted at all. Ugh. That's what it looks like to not commit to your shot. And part of it might have been like psychologically, I thought I was gonna hit this. I also felt the microphone in the backswing. I'm making all sorts of excuses, but ultimately that's what happens when you shift your weight back and then you don't commit to your shot, so you chunk it. So, preaching to myself here. Keep your weight on your front foot and follow through. Let your body rotate with the club, weight on the front foot to prevent that from happening again. That was just for me. But it does help if you're on the course. Because I chunked it on that last shot, I have a long putt to make, and I need to make par. So I need to get this close. Nice lag putt. I could do a bump and run here, but they're rolling so fast. I'm gonna stick with my putter, be confident about it. Hope it gets closer. It is pretty uphill there, so have a little bit left. Oh, that's gotta fall. It's gotta really fall. Oh. All right, well, we have another bogey, so 2 over, unfortunately. Sun is setting, so I'm going to be running to get the next 3 holes in. And thanks for being here with me. No drone footage today, no crazy fun angles, because the sun is about ready to go down. I do have time to fill up my water though, because it is Arizona, and to stay hydrated. No matter the season out here, it's so dry. So thankfully Lone Tree has these nifty water bottle fillers, my favorite. So this one has a bunker and some water on the left, which could come into play from the forward tees. So I'm gonna play from this tee box just in case to get the feel of what it's going to be like if I have to play from the forward tees next week. And if I get to play from one back, then I don't think those hazards will come into play for me. So I'm gonna aim towards that bunker, left side of that bunker, because it's sloped and it will roll downhill. Ooh, see, and I sliced that. You probably saw on camera a nice setup. Well, the bunker's not in place, so that's good to know. I totally did a weird movement. Set up and commit to your setup. Don't do what I did. So when I talk to other people who've taken the PAT before, they say that it's pretty much just mental, because you have this pressure of having a target score, and then you also know you have to play 36 holes. So depending on the time of year, it could be really hot in Arizona and you're trying to survive essentially for 36 holes. I personally really like playing 36 holes, especially when I have a cart and it's perfect weather out like November in Arizona. I like it because then the first 18, I feel like I get my nerves out. I know where to hit the ball. I know how I'm hitting it. And then by the time I get around to the second 18, I feel really confident. And that's what happened at McCormick Ranch when I played the first time. So just, things I'm hearing is it's mostly mental, which is all of golf, right? The more you can practice, the more you get to know the courses, the more confident you'll feel on PAT day. Or at least that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, even though the sun is setting, it is looking beautiful. I'm about 60 yards out here and I have my 56. I have my balls. The ball is really high above my feet. So that means I'm going to be aiming more to the right side of the green, knowing that it will want to go left. I'm gonna grip down on the club too. Use a little more wrist action, keep my lower body sound and still. And that's what I wanted. Bounce down the hill. Oh, it's just a little long, I think, but we'll see. We'll see when we get up there. All right, that was good. And I played it safe by just hitting middle of the cup, thank goodness, because that did not break at all, which is kind of surprising because the rest of the green breaks that way, but it's just flat up here. So noting that for next week. Okay, hole 7, straightforward, left side of the fairway is what we're going for. There's water on the right. So just playing it really safe by going down the left side, which is what I've been doing most of today. And that was definitely off the toe. I felt the club slip in my hand, but we're safe, and that's what it'll take all day. That's all you really need to pass the PAT. Just get some pars and play it safe. I'm being completely honest with you out here because I want everyone to feel encouraged to take the PAT. You'll see me scramble around the courses as I have at McCormick Ranch and here. My shots are not impressive. My swing, I'm sure when I watch this back, I'm going to want to throw up because I felt how horrible that swing was. So I'm not out here filming to show off great shots or pretty swings. I'm here just to show the course, and it's also really helpful to me to edit these videos and play back each of the shots and see each of the holes again in my head, and then also editing just takes so long. So you really memorize each hole by the time you're done editing. It looks like about 130 to 40 yards out. I did not check the yardage and I don't see sprinkler head, so we're just going off of feel here. I feel fine about it. This is my 8-iron. I love my 8-iron. All right, that was flushed. It's beautiful. And just a hair short. Okay, so probably next time I'll hit my 7 if I end up in this same spot. As I'm walking up to the ball, I do see that it was the correct distance. I eyed that correctly. But obviously during the PAT, I'll have my rangefinder and I won't be relying on the app every shot. This here, it's pretty straightforward. So I'll set you down there so you can see it. I'm using my putter again. The greens are just rolling so fast. I feel more confident with my putter, especially on this one too. I could definitely do a 60-degree, nice little bump and run shot here, but I'm just gonna get it onto the green and let it roll down with my putter. It's gotta roll a lot more than that. Probably wasn't the best play, if I'm being honest with you. I probably should have done my 60-degree and landed it and let it roll out a little shorter than that. It came kind of hot off the face because I was trying to get over that rough. But let's just make our par and get out. I keep saying that. Okay. Man, thankfully these are falling, but they are just not breaking. So if I'm learning anything today to take notes of, is that the short putts are not breaking. Don't play the break. It is getting dark out. Thanks for bearing with me as you see the brightness on the screen start to fade. On a positive note, it is absolutely gorgeous out here, and I'm really loving this. So I do like just playing 9 holes sometimes at sunset like this. There's like no one else out here, no pressure. We're on to number 8 now, which is a par 3, and they have this fun Lone Tree sign. So let me flip you around so you can see. Oh, look at this. How cute. We are once again eyeing this shot, and I even forgot my glove. But I feel good about this. It's going to be a nice, easy 6-iron. Yeah, I don't need a glove for that. Oh, I left it a tad open. Let's see if it's on the green so we can start putting. Yeah, we're putting. We're dancing. We're okay. We'll get a 2-putt. Move on. I'm a little bit off the green, actually. Should have chipped this. I'm going to go with the putter again. Oh, that would have been crazy if it went in. I totally was unprepared for that, but it kind of worked out. I will take that. Of course, now I have to putt this putt in, which is not the easiest one. That was unwise, but of course we're kind of trying to beat the clock with the sun setting, and I did not want to go back and grab my wedge. So we have a little bit of an uphill, and as I've learned, nothing is breaking. So we're doing straight at the pin, and not even that we'll be confident, not even that hard, because they're rolling fast. All right, honest to goodness par, and I have a witness too. People are out enjoying the nice evening, so people saw that one. We are now on hole 9, last hole, and a beautiful hole here at Lone Tree. I told you there were people out on the last hole who witnessed that par, and I did get some congratulations on that, but not the easiest par to make, but we made it happen. And like I said, you get to see me scramble around these golf courses. Let's finish this round before the sun goes down. But also, look how beautiful that is. Gorgeous night. Twilight round, sunset finish, first 9 holes at Lone Tree. We're currently 1 over, which I like that. That's doable for the PAT. And I really like the yardage out here for the ladies. It is, ladies, if you're interested in doing the PAT in Arizona, I would recommend Lone Tree. Yeah, and hit your drive straight. There's water on the left up here, so I'm going to aim straight ahead where I see the green grass and that palm tree to the right of the fairway. All right, went exactly where I wanted it to go, which was good. I was so used to hitting the left side of the fairway on this course that I wasn't sure how far right it would go when I actually wanted it to go right. So happy with that, and it should be a good line to the green. Takeaways so far as we're driving down hole 9. Play it safe at Lone Tree. Definitely have to do that. And know that the greens are rolling fast, so they're not breaking much. Especially the shorter ones within 5 feet, like nothing has broken. So just have to go straight at the pin and hit softly, let it roll. Nice smooth strokes. That's what we're going for. We'll be practicing that this next week. We'll be practicing also my chipping. Chipping has let me down today. Hasn't been much chipping yet, but the one time I have chipped, not been great. The ball really rolled, and now we have a fun shot onto the green. I want it to roll out quite a bit. It's also really hard to see because it's so dark. Oh, that might not be enough. Oh, that's really gotta go. I'm gonna have a long putt ahead of me. This green is also a lot softer than the others. I assume it's because it's by the pro shop and next to water, so it's just so... Honestly, my line is right over this bird poop, but I don't want to get my ball caught up in that, and I don't really want to clean that up. So instead, we're gonna go more straight at it, just right of the bird poop. And hopefully it hits that hill and just rolls down. Oh yeah, that looks good actually. Oh my God.
All right, a birdie on 9. This is a short par 5 if I play from the forwards, but look how beautiful the sunset is. Like I said, I love the sunsets out here. It's one of my favorite parts about this course, and ending on hole 9 here with this beautiful waterfall is hard to beat. Thank you for taking the time to play this practice round with me. As always, I greatly appreciate your support and following my journey to pass the PAT.